Question of the day. How long should you diet to get ripped? What do you do if there's still a little bit of body fat left, there's still a little bit of stubborn belly fat left, and you've been dieting for a long time? You've been dieting for months and months and months, and you're not sure what to do next. You're exhausted, you're tired, you want the diet to end, but you're still not there yet. There's that final mile, there's that little bit of body fat left to burn off. What do you do in that situation? Does this situation sound familiar to you? Is this something that you had to deal with? Well, I know I have, and it's a situation that actually came from one of you guys. Came in as a question to the email that is, by the way, in the description below if you have questions for future videos. And I'm gonna read that out to you guys. It's a question came in from Alex from London, and he says, "Hey Mario, I'm 24. I've been following your channel since mid-2015. Thank you, Alex, for your support and for your trust with your time. I appreciate that." He says, "I've been dieting for 8 months now." He started, he says, about 17-18% body fat, so he didn't see his abs, and his goal is to get ripped. His goal is, he doesn't really care about being like bulky or huge. His goal is just to get ripped. And he says, "I've been dieting for 8 months, and I'm gonna try to summarize this, and for the first 5 months," he says, "everything was going smooth. He was cutting down his calories, he was eating high protein, he says he's tracking all with MyFitnessPal, he knows that I like MyFitnessPal and then tracking. And for the last 3 months," he says, he feels like he's stuck. He says like, okay, I go one step forward and one step backward, and it doesn't move. My body fat is the same. He says, I feel even more soft and sluggish and tired, and I don't know what to do. I feel weak in the gym, my lifts aren't going up, I'm doing an upper-lower split, and can you please help me? What should I do next? Okay, let's address the situation, let's address the issue. This is something that I've personally had to deal with a lot, something I see with a lot of clients as well. So dieting for a very, very long time. We're very passionate. When we want to achieve a goal, we want to get ripped, dude, we go hardcore, right? A lot of us, we will go really, really hard at it. Cut the calories, adhere to the diet, stick with the diet, and I will trust that Alex here, he's been hitting his macros accurately. He's been mentioning that he's real low on calories, 1,800 calories or something like that in his last phase, and the weight isn't moving. So I will trust that he's truly eating that amount of calories. I will just say that because self-reported calorie intake, if you're not truly tracking, if you're not sure that you're eating 1,800 calories, if everything is not logged with MyFitnessPal, I mean every single little thing that is coming into your mouth, then that's the first thing to look at, right? That's the first thing you want to see to confirm whether those calories are truly those calories. I mean, looking at the research, there's people saying, oh, I eat 1,800 calories, in the end it turns out to be 3,000 because they've forgotten that couple of tablespoons of peanut butter here and there, or what a tablespoon looks like, it's probably like 3 tablespoons of the actual amount. So first, I mean, verify that this is the amount, but I'm gonna trust here that Alex is doing everything right, that he's being honest with himself and honest with us here, with me and with you guys. So, okay, you know that you're eating that amount of calories. Is it common to be stuck at a certain weight even if you're low calories? Absolutely. Your body will adapt. Your body is an extremely adaptive mechanism. 1,800 calories is not a big deal for the body to adapt to. Even though you can do a lot of cardio, even though you can train 4, 5, 6 times in the gym a week, you will be stuck at a certain calorie intake that might feel low to you. And I know personally from my experience, I've been eating 1,800 calories on average on my last diet, so 1,900 on workout days, 1,700 on rest days, and I felt horrible in low calories, and I was training 5 days a week, and I was doing a lot of cardio. I was doing like a lot of walking, plus like actual cardio in the gym with like cycling for 30 minutes, 2-3 times a week. And my weight barely moved, right? I was so adaptive to those low calories that my weight barely moved below that, and it was really, really hard. But the point is that you're adaptive, and this is very individual as well, right? So some of you guys will have no problems getting shredded on 2,000 calories. My example, 6 years of training, even though I have a decent amount of muscle mass and I've been tracking every single little gram, 1,900 calories, 1,800 on average, barely losing any weight. So it's very individual at what point the diet will really be kind of in a plateau that you just can't go further without cutting calories even more, right? So that's just the way it is. Now, if you've been sure, I mean, in his case, he's been dieting for 8 months, probably a good idea to take a break, right? It's probably a good idea. If you haven't reached your goal within 6 months, man, take a break, right? And how long should that break be and what that break should be? Half of the time, right? Half of the time. If you haven't reached your goal in 8 months of dieting, 4 months break. That would be my recommendation. I know it's counterintuitive. I know what you want me, some of you guys want me to say, hey, you should just cut the calories further, go harder, go hardcore. No, man, like, you don't go below that. Like, there's no point in going below that. You already feel like crap, you're sacrificing a lot, your lifts in the gym aren't moving at all, probably, and you're not making any gains, I'm pretty sure of that. You're sacrificing too much, it's time to take a break. And how long that break should be, generally I recommend half of the diet duration to be a break. Then after the 4 months, if you want to go get shredded, if you want to go for that last couple of, let's say, percentage of the body fat off, sure, you know, that's probably going to take like 6 weeks to do, right? But it's going to take 6 weeks because you are now fully recovered, both physically and mentally, to go for those final 6 weeks. And that's something I see a lot of guys not doing, is taking enough breaks. I'm pretty sure that Alex here would have reached his goal if he was taking regular breaks. Right? And in general, it's about sense of urgency at all. Like, look, 8 months of dieting, I'm pretty sure that you could have cut the calories even more at some point, maybe go a little bit more aggressive on the rest days, really burn that off and get it done in 6 months if you were really aggressive and on point and had a lot of sense of urgency to get it done, deadlines, like no procrastination. But I mean, we're all human, events happen, we binge, we overeat at some point, we fall off track, we go back on track. It's completely normal. But overall, if you've been really at it for 6 to 8 months, if you've been in that diet mentality, it's probably a good time to get out of that. Because you've been training yourself to be food obsessed for at least 8 months, right? Get out of that, like 3 to 4 months, break maintenance calorie levels, start adding more calories. First on training days, add like 200-300 calories on training days, see how your body responds. If you're gaining weight, if not, add even more calories, add another 200. Get into a maintenance level, increase your activity in general. When you're adding calories, increase your activity as well. So add a little bit more in the gym, add a little bit more walking, get a higher caloric flux. More calories coming in, but also more calories coming out. So that way you can kind of manage fat gain in a case that you're having a lot of activity. You have a high turnover of calories. So a lot of calories coming in, then a lot of calories coming out. In that case, you're kind of protecting yourself with fat gain, as well as you're gonna feel a lot better by eating more, but also being more active. So it's a really good position to be in, and you're gonna feel great. After you end the diet and you go for a diet break, that's probably the honeymoon, right? That's the honeymoon phase. When you end the diet and we go eat more calories, you feel awesome and fantastic. You're finally getting that pump in the gym. You're making progress in the gym. You're recovered mentally. You can focus more. Everything really improves after you exit that calorie deficit. If you've been in it for a long time, man, it is time for a break. And I know it's counterintuitive. I know a lot of us want to go like head through the wall. It's not the time for that. It's time to take a step back, one step, or just a little tiny step back, so you can then go for those 2-3 steps forward and then go forward. And in general, for all of the guys watching this video, if you're a guy at like 15-16% body fat, dude, like it shouldn't take you longer than 3 to 4 months to like get to a six-pack, and then probably no longer than 6 months to get really shredded, right? If it is, you're probably messing around. You're procrastinating, you're not adding deadlines, you're kind of screwing yourself up in a sense that you're kind of falling into that Parkinson's law, you know, whatever amount of time I have, that's how long it's gonna take. And that's kind of like if you have an exam in 3 months, like you're gonna study for the last 4 days, you know, even though you had like 3 months to prepare, you're gonna prepare the hardest in the last 4 days, and you're gonna procrastinate all the way until the end. And that's something that we do with dieting as well, something to really pay attention to. And I wanna thank Alex for the question. If you guys have any questions related to your specific situation, and these are the things that I pick out that will help most of the people. So I kind of see, okay, these are like 15 questions on the same thing that are coming in. Let's make a video about it. So this is what I'm doing right now with the channel. I want to answer more of you guys' questions so we can get to a specific issue that you're struggling with, so we can make this, I mean, this community is already fantastic. We can make it even better. We are growing, we're expanding, we're making the world a better place, a healthier place, a leaner place, much more muscular place as well, which is more aesthetics. Girls and guys, I mean, we're creating a really, really awesome movement here. I want to thank everybody for sending in your questions. Again, the email is in the description below. Don't hesitate to send in your situation. It will be covered in the future videos. And I want to thank you guys again for all the support. Let me know in the comments below how this situation, this solution resonated with you, if it's helpful for you, and make sure to hit that subscribe button below to support the channel, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.